Hello. I just got to hear about this Agneepath scheme. I have no authority or expertise to kind of share my comments, but it really interested me to see myself thinking very maturely. So, how I reacted? My reaction was very spontaneous, but at the same time, I think I saw myself very balanced on this. Initially, it was a burst of emotion. I reacted very badly. I wanted to actually say, I hate it, I don't get it. And I declared that so many kind of challenges which the youngsters or the youth will face once they are shunted out of the services after 4 years. I thought it that way. I thought it as if, okay, so why do you get the wrong people in the first place? You select wrong people, then you throw them away. But then I sort of cooled off after initial burst of anger, initial burst of protestation, sentiments. Even somebody from a very senior cadre on the Twitter, when I read from the forces his statement, some lieutenant general saying uh, something about the scheme which was like he didn't approve of it. It didn't shake me. I had to really think logically because I believe that I think that's the fact. Whether it's capitalism, whether it's unjustified wealth, unjustified growth, unjustified heights of something, nature has a way to balance it out. I mean, I still insist that even in the modern times, justice prevails. What is not yours is not yours. So, period. So, one theory was this that, okay, you can prove your worth to stay back. I mean, I come from defense background. I have worked with the forces and I sort of perhaps know them inside out. Now, this was a serious observation that, the people who get into defense, the government service, whatever, yes, the perks are there, of course, but then they risk their lives. But now the thing is, everybody risks a lot more than life, even. And by the way, with that Russia invading that Ukraine, we got to learn that, train warfare, train army. Well, in the nuclear age, who cares? One nuclear bomb, everything finishes. And by the way, there is another thing which I noticed that it's very difficult to buy the logic that country's security will be compromised because sometimes sentiments don't change. If you're, doing your work, loving your country, what's the big deal? You will anyways go and fight. And definitely, this system might bring some sanity, some syncretization, and probably more people will get to work in the forces. Then people like me won't be able to just boast, I come from defense background, blah blah. Yeah, that's something, that's going to be a positive side. But then you know what? I'm telling you, this is a little risky. But then everything is a risk to begin with. We went digital, it was risky. We started using cryptocurrency, that was risky. I go on roads every day, that's risky. Everything is risky, and there is a mental block. So I would not kind of get too deep into that part because I still have to kind of get grips with what exactly is it, how is it impacting. I would have to think like a leader. Yeah, my boss would be happy to hear that I'm finally speaking his language. So, I would have to set apart my sentiments, think rationally. Agneepath, but the name is brilliant, trust me.